Hello, Spooky family. Spooky and Chris here again with another video. We watched the Exorcist TV show last night for the first time. We watched the first 3 episodes because that's what was on Hulu. And we thought we would discuss what we liked about it and what we didn't like about it. You want to go first?
Yeah, we both agreed on the same thing. The only thing we didn't like was too much CGI and stuff like that. They could have did way cheaper stuff and made it look even better without CGI.
Uh, yeah, to me, with the spot in episode 1 where the chick's killing the rat, it would have been so much cooler and so much more brutal to me if they would have used an actual effect. Maybe use CGI to clean up the rough edges while editing, maybe. Also, like the worms on the bed or the whatever they were. Come on, they could have. It would have been more creepier to me if it was actually earthworms, like what they use or bait worms or something. It would be a lot more creepier to me than the CGI stuff, because here you have this bed and then here you have this obvious pixels moving around.
Yeah.
But I'm very critical when it comes to that. A lot of the stuff that I watch is the more old school stuff, and while I don't have a problem with CGI per se, I have a problem when there's too much of an abundance in it, or if a full film is nothing but CGI. That's where I have a bit of a problem. So far, for like the storyline, so far is actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I know in one of our videos we mentioned that we were too nervous to check this out, particularly because of the network that it's on, which is Fox. Normally, Fox puts shows like this on the chopping block, hopefully past Halloween, and the rest of the networks doing Halloween sort of things, they'll leave it going on. Oops,
And she's dropping shit already.
I'm good. But yes, my favorite too is, even when it comes to the religious stuff, what I found interesting is how skeptic the archbishops were too. Instead of them automatically going, okay, yeah, let's save this, it's more of that suspenseful tone, which I thought was surprisingly very good with that. How about you?
Yeah, I have no problem with storyline. I think storyline's really good.
And
The salesman's really cool too.
yes, and I also think that the excommunicated priest was a good touch too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like how it wasn't rushed. See, for me, when I heard that they were making this a series, first of all, The Exorcist is one of the iconic horror films out there. Everybody, even if people don't love horror or know horror, they know of The Exorcist. And, sometimes changing films into TV series just kills the mood. And that was one of the things that we were wondering about. So far, I give it an 8 out of 10 so far,
Yeah,
just because it's in the beginning. I don't want to
I agree.
have too high of hopes for it, because, like we said, it is on Fox. If it was on FX, like The Strain, it would probably be able to have a little bit more of that gore aspect. Gina Davis surprised me with the way she looked. I haven't seen her since I watched The Fly
Yeah, me
and
too.
what she's been up to these past years, but I think she was a good choice to play the mother role. She has, which is kind of
I like that they referenced the stairs too, and like in the
yeah,
first movie, that was really
and they
cool.
used the theme song at the end of the
Yeah.
first episode, which obviously is one of the most iconic horror themes ever. If
Well,
you,
I hope they bring Linda Blair in there for like
I
a
think
cameo or something.
I think that would be cool if they have to like speak with Reagan to get the answers to
Mm-hmm.
some of the demonic. And that's another thing that I like too, is like it's not just one person that's being possessed. Like, you have these demons trying to take over the city. Basically, is what you have there. And the woman that gives them money for the church, she obviously knows something, because at the end of the episode that we saw, she said, make use of this check. So I think if you are a lover of paranormal in general, go ahead and check it out. It's very believable when you watch it too, which is also a plus. See, with me, horror is all about the human connection, and you will hear me say that in tons of reviews and everything like that, but it is about the connection, how I feel, how drawn I feel to it. Um, you feel like the characters are believable. There's none of this, oh, I'm super priest or any of that bullshit where I was kind of leery thinking that they want to try to rush this. But so far, the pacing's awesome, the story's awesome. Gina Davis's nose job kind of bothers me, but hey, we can overlook that. Only bad point, like we said, was the overuse of CGI. But other than that, I can't really put a thumbs down to the series so far.
What I was saying looks pretty good.
So with that, we both believe the 8 out of 10 so far.
Yep.
That's so far. I think we're gonna keep up this series while we watch the series and review it as it goes along. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
And we'll see what everybody thinks. If you haven't seen the show, sorry about the spoilers that may or may have been in this video. Secondly, if you haven't, I would definitely give it a try, because even though we talked about it, it still doesn't really give you the full effect as actually watching it, so therefore the spoilers were somewhat okay. Another plus about it is for people that aren't really into horror, you can sort of watch it too. I know some people that don't like horror because they easily get scared. There really isn't a lot to be terrified of. It's
Just suspense.
Yeah, and it has a more engrossing storyline to it. So even those that aren't into horror might actually like it.
Compared to the original movie,
It's
it doesn't have
baby
shit
stuff.
on the original movie at all.
It's baby stuff.
But still, it's good.
So with that, we will leave you with this video. Links to all of our stuff are in the description. He has a Twitter as well now, so follow him if you have any of the gaming questions, the trading card questions, and the comic book questions. That goes to him. I'm more of the music and movie questions and clothing. Links to our shop are in the description. And oh, Tuesday we will be posting another original versus remake. We will be doing Halloween. So if you have any remarks on this video, you want to share your thoughts on the Exorcist TV show, feel free to have a discussion below. If we see it, we'll respond to it. If we don't, we're sorry. It's just that a lot of times I find that people usually watch the videos via Facebook or Twitter, and they'll comment on that instead of the actual YouTube platform. And so a lot of our responses go to there because we get the notifications quicker. So with that, we are not ignoring you on purpose, and we will leave you be. Bye-bye.